Welcome to my channel. I'm a seamstress who makes vaguely creepy dolls for fun. Unless you believe my therapist, this is how I'm dealing with childhood trauma. Today I'll be making a teddy bear, but while doing so, let me tell you a little story about my weird obsession with dolls. So when I was a very small child, I was already the weird kid into creepy things like mummies and bugs. But I was also the child of Mexican immigrants living in the Deep South and had semi-severe social anxiety, which made it almost impossible for me to be relatable in my very white school. You know, I was like one of 2 Mexican kids in my entire public school. But my little kid brain had a solution. For some reason, I thought I just had to simply appear like a normal kid, and the way to do this was for some reason carry a doll with me everywhere. Literally, I thought this would make me appear like a sweet little girl, and it helped that I also wore these big poofy 90s dresses and big bows in my hair. So I had this canopy full of ugly, hard plastic 90s dolls that I absolutely hated, and I had to dig deeply through there just to find the one doll I could tolerate carrying around with me everywhere. But my plan had one hitch. Out of all of my ugly dolls, I had apparently chosen the one my mom hated with a passion. You see, a few years ago, my uncle's ex-wife had taken his kids and run away to another country, not to be seen for decades later. And my mom was apparently still pretty mad about the situation since she had helped raise those kids. And it just so happened that that ex-wife had given me this specific doll, and my mom had forgotten since it had been buried deep in my canopy bed. Who knew a doll could come with baggage? But she couldn't tell little me this story yet, so she bided her time. In retrospect, it's funny because I really didn't care about the doll, as it was a tool to fix my so-called image issues. But to my mom, I was creepily obsessed with it. So she had to wait, and she waited because my mom's very patient, especially when it comes to misdeeds. And I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but suddenly my doll was gone, and I looked for it, not very seriously. I just shrugged it off since my plan hadn't even worked even a little. And it took until my mid-20s for my mom to finally admit that the second she thought I wouldn't notice, she threw that doll away and hoped I would never ask. And I didn't notice for a while because I had bigger fish to fry, surviving in America as an immigrant child. And I don't really blame her for throwing it away, but to this day, she still owes me a new doll. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more weird childhood stories. And please feel free to share your own slightly traumatic stories about your childhood toys. Bye-bye!